with functions on sorting and rearranging arrays. And the next function we would like to look at is the flip function. Okay, so we have A, remember? Good. So what the flip function does is that it will flip, it will completely reverse the order in which your array is being arranged. That is in terms of dimensions, right? It will completely reverse the order. So we just saw circ shift. What circ shift does is that it simply brings the last element to the first position and it shifts the orders to the second, right to the last. In flip, the first column, for example, right, or the first element, let me put it that way, and I think I'll start with element so that we understand. So I'll use V. The first element actually becomes the last element, okay, and the last element becomes the first element. So there is a reversal of order, okay. So the first becomes the last, the second becomes second to the last, the third becomes third. You get the hoity-toity bookable, right? So so if I say flip of V, for example, look at what happens. I had 0 to but here now I have 10, 8, okay? So it has completely reversed. 10 has become the first, 8 has become second, 6 has become third, 4 has become, okay? So it completely reverses the order in which, so if they were arranged in ascending order, they become arranged in descending order, okay? That's what flip does, but it's not really ascending order, descending order. It's ascending order, descending order in terms of positions, right? Yeah, so if it was first position, it becomes last position. If it was third position, it becomes, and so on and so forth. So what if we apply that on a row vector? Okay, let's look at that. Come on, good. So, and we have our V dot that. Good. So you see, it completely changes the order. Okay, good. So now let's go and see how this functions on arrays. I'm sure you already know by now, right? MATLAB has a consistent way of doing things. So let's first of all remind ourselves of our array. That's A. If I say flip A, what does it do? Well, it simply flips according to the row dimension. Okay, so the last row becomes the first row. Okay, the first row becomes the last. What is it? The first row becomes the last row, the second row second to the last, and so on and so forth, right? So the order is completely inverse. There is another function that enables us to do exactly the same operation, which is called flip UD, and flip UD simply means flip up down, okay, of A. It will give you exactly the same result. Now what if I want to flip? Okay, let's go back. I want to flip, but instead I want to inverse the order in terms of column. So I instead want the first column to become the last column, right? In that case, I'm sure you must have guessed already, if you are familiar with patterns or if you are good at patterns, it's just to indicate that we want to do it following the second dimension. Okay, so in this case, then the first column becomes the last, as you can see, second to the last, third becomes the second, and so on. And there is another MATLAB function that enables us to do just this, which is flip left right. Okay, if I do flip left right of A, I have exactly the same result. So your choice, okay, your call. You choose the one that you're more comfortable with and you use. Good. So that will do it for flip, and let's go to the next. The next we want to look at is rotate 90. And the day I saw this particular function, I said, wow. Man, love, you guys do have inspiration. Okay, to be sincere, I've never really used this. I've never really seen where it can be used, but I'm sure it can be handy for some people. So let's just look at it. So say I have V, right? So the function is rotate 90, is rot 90, and it does exactly what it says. So it will rotate the arrangement of these to 90 degrees, right? So if I say root of V, what happens? Bap, it has just turned to 90 degrees. Are you seeing that? So now it is straight. If I say root of this, okay, let's assign that particular okay, if I say root of arms, right? This is arms, right? The answer has been assigned to arms. So let's say root of ants and see what happens. Are you seeing that? It has rotated 90 up. So it will rotate 90 in the counterclockwise direction, right? It just turns your matrix, okay? So this is the way it was. Rotated 90, it goes straight. Rotated 90, it goes back up. Rotated 90, right? So just the quadrants of a particular, the axis of the quadrant, you know, the x, y, negative x, negative y, it just goes and goes and goes. Rotate 90 again, it does just that. Okay, so it is exactly the same principle when it goes to arrays. Okay, so let's first of all remind ourselves again of A. What will rotate A to? Rotate 90 A. It just takes all of this and pop. Okay, it just turns it around. So you get the principle, I'm sure, right? So you see that here it has been taken like where shall we say, how can I make this better? So you see that this 8 has gone up, this 6 has gone down, this 3 has shifted. It has completely rotated the thing at an angle of 90 degrees. So this is something that you just need to look at the results and then analyze to better understand. Okay, so but it does that just pretty well. Or the way you can also look at it is just to see that wow, sorry about that. It's just to see that this has been shifted up, this next, and then this next. Okay, apply the same principle, it will always work correctly. Okay, so I think we will stop here for this tutorial, and we'll look at more functions in the next. See you then.